On his very first flight, the pilot discovered that the tail of the fighter jet was damaged. At the same time, Ground Command also noticed the issue. Telemetry data showed the aircraft was leaking fuel, and the fuel gauge was dropping rapidly. The pilot attempted to restart the engine. Unexpectedly, the plane began to plummet. He repeatedly tried to restart the engine, but nothing worked. At that point, the aircraft had stalled and was hurtling toward the ground at 200 meters per second. The squadron leader immediately ordered the pilot to eject, but then, to his surprise, the engine suddenly reignited. It started running but very erratically. Meanwhile, the ground crew had identified the problem: a malfunction in the engine's fan blades. This meant the engine could cut out again at any moment. The captain gave the pilot two options: eject now or attempt an emergency landing at an airport. To preserve the aircraft's data, the pilot chose to try the landing. Ground control found the nearest airport, but it had been decommissioned and could only handle light fighter jets. The pilot was confident, saying, "As long as there's a runway, I can land it." But then another malfunction occurred. Smoke started pouring out of the instrument panel, blinding the pilot. The captain urged him to eject immediately, but the pilot was determined to bring the jet back. At this point, the aircraft was completely out of fuel. The emergency landing strip was finally in sight, but just then, the jet began to fall again.